my name is Alaina. This past spring, after finishing up my coursework and successfully passing my exams for my doctorate in music, I submitted my new research findings to the national and international harp conferences. I'm excited to say that one of my proposals was accepted for presentation at the World Harp Congress in July of 2014 in Sydney, Australia. There are several reasons that I believe this trip would be a career-building and life-changing event for me. First of all would be conference experience. I've never been to a national or international harp conference before, largely due to financial constraints. I want to explore what it feels like to be in the presence of the national and international harp community. Second is education. Along with my first point, I believe that there is always so much more to learn about my profession. Attending world-class lectures, master classes, and recitals will open up whole new worlds of information for me, which I can then pass on to my students and my local harp community. Next is contribution. Presenting new research, music, and ideas is a huge part of building the harp community, both locally and internationally. In order for our art to continue to grow, we need people with new perspectives to be able to present their ideas at events such as this, and I feel that many harpists would benefit from my research. Fourth is people. Now that I am so close to being done being an official student and being a full-time professional, I want to make connections. I thoroughly believe that harpists need to support each other by sharing our strengths and weaknesses and various experiences, and also support a friendly international harp community. And lastly is resume. As I'm now on the hunt for a stable college or university teaching position, this would be a great addition that would stand out on my resume. Presenting at an international conference is something I could claim proudly. So, hopefully you now agree with me that I really should go to Australia next summer. The only hitch in my plan is that it's going to cost a little over $4,000 for me to get there. Unfortunately, with both my husband and I still paying tuition and working as hard as we can at various part-time jobs, there is no way I could afford to get there on my own. This is where you can come in. I would be forever grateful if you would consider donating even a small amount to help me fund this trip. As I said, our finances are terribly tight, so I understand any hesitancies you may have, but even $10 to $20 each adds up. If everyone I know donated just $20, I would have more than enough to make this life-changing experience happen. For the next couple of minutes, I would like to share some information on exactly what I'll be presenting if I am able to go to Australia. The information is a bit technical and is intended to help those of you who are harpists or musicians to become more familiar with the specifics of my research presentation. If you feel you have heard enough, thank you for your consideration. Please explore the rest of the site and check out the rewards, and have a wonderful day. For those of you who are curious about my presentation topic, here is your preview. My presentation is titled, "Which Method Are You?" For any skill that can be taught, teachers have certain beliefs about the content, timing, sequence, approach, and dynamics involved in the instructional experience. Most people in the harp world have heard of the salzedo method and the French method of playing the harp, but beyond these two most prominent ones, there are actually no fewer than 14 methods for the harp. Through side-by-side comparison of each method of technique, including thumbs, the position of your fingers, your wrist, your elbow, how you release the string, and then the gestures afterward, we may discover that our modern technique is actually utilizing ideas from many different specific methods. This is important because it affects the sound as well as the visual aspect and health, how we do these repetitive motions. So through historical study and look at exercises, etudes, and references to pieces that correspond to specific techniques, we may find that modern harpists have much more in common with people like Boxa than we think. Thank you very much for your consideration, and have a wonderful day.